Okay, so another review. No, weird, isn't it? So, let's talk about House of Wrax by Raven Dane. I love Raven. I won't lie to you. I've been dying to get round to this for God knows how long, and I finally had the chance to read it, and seriously, I fucking love this. I know I say that all the time, like, I really love this, but honestly I totally did. I was absorbed instantly by the characterization, by the atmosphere. This is me and my love for post-apocalyptic stuff anyways. You know, I'm a Dave Jeffrey fan, so this was instantly going to be on my bucket list for reading, and it does not disappoint in any shape or form. And I am so grateful for buying it because, damn. So, basically, in the future, there are like households. So think Game of Thrones meets Lord of the Ringsy kind of stuff. Like, instead of fighting hordes of orcs and Sauron, you're basically fighting hordes of mutated ex-human hybrids. So basically, contamination of the waters, contaminations of different areas. It meant that a lot of people got infected, and in this new world there are it's like, it kind of reminds me of a film I watched, and my brain has completely lost the plot, where somebody's going to have to put it in the comments or I'm going to go mad because it's driving me nuts. I know I saw a movie and it was similar, where there was basically, you went past the wall and it's like savagery and cannibalism, and then you go to another part of the area and it's medieval times, very much like that. So basically, Gideon is a, what's the nice word? No, there's no nice word. Spoiled brat. He doesn't want to fight for his house. He's like, I got brothers and sisters who can do that. You know, I just want to lounge about and have my way with the maids and just be lazy and shit. And obviously his two brothers die. King calls him up, or the Lord Wrax. Now this household has kind of like a very Lannister-y kind of feel to it, like without the incest though, because he is such a domineering and really dark personality at times. He does show a loving, like a very loving reaction to his kids. You can tell he loves his kids. But he is downright bigoted when it comes to people outside of the fortress. As in, like, this nomad, Xavier, ends up, his bike messes up because nomads are very much, they still have the old ways. Like, they still use oil for motorcycles and they still use machines, whereas the Wrax family and the other warlord households, they tend to kind of stick more to scavenging metal and just building themselves into a fortress. So in that way, it kind of like, there is similarities to that and Cathedral, because like in Dave Jeffrey's work, you've got the Cathedral where all the people are locked away, and that there's like this insane hierarchy, as well as the bigoted viewpoint that anyone who's different or not, you know, pure, is basically shunned and lesser human. But obviously this nomad Xavier turns out to be a godsend to these people, and the younger daughter Jenna ends up just shining through as a really good character, a really strong female character, has very shield maiden vibes. Gonna say that because I definitely got a Rohan vibe from her. Like, these women in this fortress don't take no shit. They are all ladies of Rohan rather than ladies of Wrax, because they take no shit. They will be not afraid to pick up a sword and they will cut you fucking down. I love it. And then you've got Gideon, who is this lazy piece of shit that gets tossed out of the kingdom because he's not willing to fight. He ends up going into the contaminated areas. He eats some shit that he's not supposed to eat. And he transforms into a monster. And all that's on his mind is revenge. Now, obviously, this means bad news for the Wrax family. But you also get a view of the different households. And there's one household that I absolutely adored because the head of household was a lovely human being. He treated everyone equally. Yes, he was pure-blood human, but he didn't treat anybody any less, including Xavier, who we vouched for when he came and basically he saved their asses, essentially, because they wouldn't have known this was coming. He was like, they're going, there's a horde army of scavengers coming for you, and they got a big horrible thing that is basically decimating all your soldiers, and they're coming this way. If he hadn't have done that, they would have been so unprepared. But then again, the arrogance and stubbornness of the king kind of, you knew it was going to be like that. Honestly, I loved it. The fantasy elements, the horror elements, the post-apocalyptic style of how realistic it was about how different sides of humanity decide to live. It's a fucking good book. And Raven, when are you doing a continuation? You can't leave me hanging like this. I mean it. I want another fucking book. Dane Publishing. Make it happen.